we have the third match here of round 3 here at Stuttgart for AFLG 2024. It is the grand final rematch. The Berlin Crocs taking on the Munich Roos. They both had strong wins today already in Stuttgart, taking care of the Giants handily. And they are both coming into this match undefeated so far for 2024. Salvo, what are you looking for as we're approaching this match? Berlin, obviously, with the win last year in the Premiership, this is the first time they're meeting again. What do you think is going to be the response from Munich?
Yeah, it's going to be a really tough game, I think. The Roos are going to have their work cut out for them. I mean, seeing just from the previous game how the Crocs handled the Giants, I mean, with their kicking efficiency going forward, I mean, just within 2 or 3 kicks, from a turnover in their defensive part of the field, they were able to convert into goals. And I think that's going to be really tricky to defend against for the Roos. But, they were the second best team in the league last year, so maybe they're able to bring the heat to the Berlin team, and maybe they can cause a bit of an upset today.
Yeah, absolutely. Like their intensity today against Stuttgart was evident for everyone to see. It was a very physical game, and they really brought the heat. So they seem to be really keen for this match. Fred, what are you looking forward to this match as a neutral spectator? What are you hoping to see today?
Well, I'm not sure what to expect, but it's going to be a very hard game for both the teams. They're going to be really wanting it. The ones that gonna win will be the one that fights the hardest. They both have very fluent play styles. They have a big kicking efficiency, like you said, Salvo. And a big fight.
Yeah,
That's
absolutely.
what I'm expecting.
There's a few players that we've got to have to look out for. On the Munich side, Mark Woods, obviously the national team coach, is a strong arm in that forward line, always taking contested marks and using his big frame really to protect the ball. And Moser as well off the halfback and midfield line, very, very much supplying that. Whilst for Berlin, of course, we're going to keep an eye on Josh Bollmeyer. Of course, he kicked 7 against the Giants, so he's up and about. The young man Hughes as well from Berlin was playing a great game, and of course Westwood in the middle there, number 14, seemed to be setting up every goal for the Crocs and finishing off with one himself. So there's a few individual players we keep an eye out for. But across the board, as you both said, it's going to be a massive game, and it's probably the game of the round, and it might be the game of the season so far. Any other thoughts before we're about to get started in this match?
Yeah, I think just a couple of thoughts before the game. I think if Munich can find a way to control Bollmeyer in the forward line, I think then they might be in with a real chance. But at the end of the day, I think it will be a close game, and I think it'll come down to who makes the most of their chances when in front of goal.
Yeah, absolutely. Fred, anything last from you before we are about to get started in this match?
Well, exactly. So it's going to be a very close game, physical, like I always also said. And I think the key element will be for Munich being able to control Bollmeyer or not. Because like we saw against the Giants, when he gets the ball and he's in kicking range, he's going to score. Yeah. Even if it's just a behind, but he's going to score. Yeah,
exactly. He was peppering the goals as we're only moments away here from starting the grand final rematch, round 3, 2024 here at Stuttgart. Munich and Berlin facing off for the first time since last September. Munich get the tap out, but it's gone straight to a Croc, and a quick kick forward out to space in front of the young man Hughes. Hughes keeps it in front, picks it up himself, goes on the left boot, outside of the boot, and that has gone through for a goal. That is an incredible start by the Berlin Crocs. Young man Hughes keeping the ball in front, and looked like on his non-preferred, just outside of the left boot, scrabs that kick right through the goals. That was an incredible fast start for Berlin.
Yeah, incredible start for Berlin. Munich didn't even get a chance to get their hands on the ball, although they won the tap. So Berlin just capitalising on their opportunity to go forward. Another outside of the foot snap from the Berlin team. We've seen that a few times today already, so let's see if there's a few more of those to come.
Yeah, absolutely. It's umpire Matty now. He's taken off his Stuttgart Guernsey and he's put on the umpire T-shirt. As again, Berlin get the crumb, but it's a great tackle there from Munich. Strong tackle, and they're rewarded with holding the ball. He looks like he's injured there, though, the Berlin Croc.
Yeah, that looked like a very hard crunch with the ground there.
This play will be stopped here. Umpire Walter's just going to check that he's okay. So a bit of a break in play.
Not nice to see. Never like to see a player who gets injured.
Yeah, especially not at the start of the match as well. We're hoping it's nothing major as the Berlin Croc makes his way to the bench to get looked at, but he looked sore, so that might be his day done.
Yeah, I could feel the crunch from here, Luke.
Yeah,
that was
a big
was a big one.
As play is resumed here, Munich will send that ball long to the other end of the square. 50-meter kick there by the Munich
over
player.
Everyone.
Out the back there, 31 pushed in the back, but no call there, and the ball struck it out over the line in front of Matt Hanlon there, number 31 for the Crocs.
I think a good result there for Munich just to get the ball into their really close to goal and now to have a chance from a stoppage.
Absolutely, as umpire Matty Mitchell hoists it back aloft. Number 9, Shane Fowler there for Berlin, taking the ruck duties. And a good saving mark right on the line, last line of defence there by the Crocs.
Yeah, smart defensive play there from the Crocs to have a sweeper.
Oh, but intercepted immediately by Munich right on the 35-metre line. And he goes straight back, wasting no time getting back off his mark, looking like he's going to be taking a shot here.
Beautiful diving mark there from the Munich player. That was fantastic.
It looked great. Great deliberate approach from 35 metres. Not much of an angle. That has gone through for a behind, unfortunately. Goal umpire Dane there. Dane Askew from the Giants. Interchanging the flags and his can of beer in between duties there on the goal line. Thank you very much to the Giants for goal umpiring duties here in this match. As the Crocs run it out of defence, out to the far wing. Good contested mark. Good contest there by both the Roos and the Crocs, but it has trickled out over bounds. And we'll have a ball up. Still in Munich's forward half.
Yeah, it might be something like we just saw, a set shot from quite far out. It might be something that Munich might need to take advantage of today to get on the scoreboard.
Absolutely. There's a good win there by the Munich ruckman, straight to one of his Roos, and a running arc, sweeping handball out to the middle. Oh, but he's hot there. He's been caught, but he still gets the handball away into the forward 35, but it was a bit of a scrap handball. But the Roos do still come away with it. But they've run out of space and time, and it'll be a ball up deep in the forward pocket there for the Roos.
Yeah, good passage here from the Roos to be able to keep the ball in their forward half.
So rucks go up. Again, a good win by the Munich ruckman, getting that forward. Mark Woods there, can't quite get onto it. The ball's still in danger here for the Crocs. Woods gets a quick clearing kick into the middle. Jan for Roos has caught that. A great mark there. He gives a bit of a fist pump because that was a good set play there. Jan recognising that Woodsy had the ball, and he immediately started running out to space and just got his fingertips onto that one.
Yep, that's a prime position for a goal. Let's see if he uses it.
Yeah, Jan from Munich here, number 21. A very relaxed approach at goal, and that is just snuck in. For the opening goal for the Roos, they now lead 1-1-7 to the Crocs' single goal, 6.
Yeah, I think that's a good result for the Roos there to capitalise on all the forward pressure that they've had. The ball's been in their forward part of the field for quite a while now, so it's good that they get the result on the board.
Yeah. Needed a goal there from that effort, as you say, and it was good. Good that they managed to finish off. A very interesting kicking approach there by Jan. Very relaxed, just off a couple of steps, but he slotted it. That's the important part, as umpire Walter will get us back underway in the middle. Win there from the Roos for his second tap, but immediately clamped by 2 Crocs. We'll have another ball up as Woodsy has moved into the middle there for the Roos. So umpire Walter just making sure everyone has space, having a bit of a discussion there, but ruckman are ready to go again. Good use of the body by the Crocs. Fowler, number 9, as Westwood is heavily tackled there by Jan from Munich.
Yeah, he had no time there at all.
Again, the rucks are going up. No clear winner. The ball's bobbling around. Jan does come away with it, gets a hands out, but again, there's too many Crocs around the ball. They seem to have an extra number at every contest.
Yeah, he did well there to get the small handball out, but there was just a brick wall of Berlin players.
Absolutely. Good win by Munich in the ruck, but the bounce has cruelled them as Fowler, the ruckman, gets a clearing kick out. It's a foot race now. Munich will be the first there. Bollmeyer comes out to meet it. Snap kick on the right, heads towards goal, and that has gone through. Question is, has it been touched? I don't think it had. It has been touched. It was called touched by the umpire, so behind the result. So behind for the opening account for Bollmeyer in this match.
Yeah, Berlin special there. Quick ball to ground, and then on the arc there, going for goal from a snap. Unfortunately, it was touched just before it went through.
And a good clearing kick here from the full-back position out to the commentary side wing. This goes down to the Munich forward half. Good intercept defence there by number 6, Felix Gross, or Grob, I should say.
Yeah, it's a very interesting contested game so far. It's draw at the moment after 6 and something minutes. Yeah, seems like they both very well wanted it, and yeah, good sport, good game. It's
an absolutely great game. A lot of pressure acts being applied here as a clearing kick goes out to the middle. Young man Hughes comes out to meet it, can't quite get to it. Westwood's involved there, well tackled there by Moser, and the Roos are trying to get out of it. There's no real clear possession until finally a clearing kick gets taken out by the ruckman from Munich there. Heads towards the boundary line. That'll trickle over and we'll have a throw in, or a ball up, I should say. In the Munich forward half, about 50 metres from home.
Yeah, a lot of this game is being played in the middle, so it looks like it's a real arm wrestle at the moment.
The ball goes up. Good win again by the Munich ruckman, who has had the better of his Berlin counterpart so far in this match. Munich trying to run out of that, but I think they'll be caught holding the ball there. Couldn't quite get out of that double croc tackle.
Yeah, he just bit off more than he could chew there, trying to get around 2 Berlin players. They did very well to stop him.
Absolutely, including this man, the captain, Harrell. Not going to get around him so easy as he sends it towards his forward line, and Bollmeyer on a long searching lead has come up right into the centre circle at this. Sidesteps one defender and then sets sail with a long kick down to his forward line to the advantage of Hughes, and he has marked it. Hughes at the back. In the best position there, the young man Hughes has continued his good form from the Stuttgart match, and he's taken a mark about 20 metres out. Not much of an angle to speak of. A great opportunity for the young man to slot his first goal of the match.
Yeah, great contested mark inside the forward arc there. Bollmeyer doing well to get involved into the game, getting a mark in sort of the middle area of the field on the wing, and then just to pump it long inside. And the Berlin players have some great contested marking abilities there.
Absolutely, as the young man Hughes has kicked his second goal of the match, I should say. That's his second. He's kicked both of Berlin's goals. And he is a left footer, so that snap we saw earlier on the outside left was his preferred, which makes sense how well it went in.
The young man already has 2 goals, so it's good work rate from the young man to get forward and also get involved in the contested footy.
Absolutely, and showing Munich that it's not just Bollmeyer you've got to watch out for. Berlin have a very competent forward line. If Bollmeyer doesn't get you, Hughes will. So I'm sure Munich will be looking at that and trying to quell that influence early. As Maddie gets us back underway. Again, the Ruse up and gets a tap as the Crocs that shark it. A bouncing ball towards the forward line. Hughes is involved again. Coach Jack is there as well. He does receive the ball there. Quick clearing kick out towards Bollmeyer. Well defended there by Munich. It's 1-on-2 though. He's got to get it out. Now it's 3-on-2. And a quick snap kick from the Crocs. And that has gone through for a goal. That has snuck through. That was a great little snap kick there in the forward line. Again, Bollmeyer involved in bringing that ball to ground and getting it out to his teammates.
Yeah, it was great effort there from the Berlin players. I think it was their coach Jack who just popped it forward there. Didn't really have much on, and just Bollmeyer who couldn't get to it first but kept it on the ground. And I think the work rate there from the Berlin players just a little bit higher. They were a little bit hungrier for the ball. They had the numbers there going forward and were able to capitalise on that opportunity.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think that was Matt Hanlon who kicked that goal, number 31. For Berlin.
So they got a bit of a lead now. Berlin have stretched it out a little bit now to a 2-goal lead. So let's see how Munich responds.
Absolutely. As Matty hoists it up. Again, the Munich ruckman, they have to start taking advantage of his dominance here. Woodsy's kick smothered. He gets another one out, but it only goes a couple of metres as far as number 20, the captain, Chris Harrell. He sends it down to the forward line. Just misses his player there, but Bollmeyer's come out to reach it. Runs a bit of an arc, gets tackled, but still gets a clearing kick away. Over the top. He's got a croc there, but there's 3 roos around it. But again, Coach Jack is there, number 17 for the Crocs. He can't quite collect it though, and it will be a ball up deep in the forward pocket for Berlin.
I think that's a good result there for Munich. I think Berlin looked very dangerous going forward in that situation. They had the numbers and they were able to win the 1-on-1 contest. So well done to Munich.
Absolutely, and now they can again have their ruckman come in. But although Bollmeyer now joining the ruck, gets a clear win and follows up his own work. Can't quite get out. Westwood's involved as well for Berlin. The Roos are trying to clear it out, but the Crocs are swarming. But a good spin there from
beautiful
the Munich
pick
Roos.
up.
Great run out, centering the ball now down to the other end of the centre square. Beautiful kick there. Good tackle there from Munich.
Maybe a bit unlucky there.
Could have been a high tackle, yes indeed, but Munich will come away with it now. Good intercept mark. The switch is on for Munich. Woods is there. Can't quite get to it, but there has been a whistle blown. And that will be a free kick to Mark Woods, I think, for a block out in the marking contest. The coach in the national team now will send that into their forward line. He's found a leading player. Jan just drops the ball, but he has time to recover, collect, and kick that ball forward. But it's intercept mark there by the Crocs. Well done by number 11 there, Sam Barrett. But his kick is intercepted again by the Munich ruckman, I think that is. He's been playing a blinder of a game so far. A bit too far out to score. I think he's going to pop it up to the top of the square, give his forwards a chance to leap at it. Oh, it's gone even further, though. It's actually gone further than maybe he anticipated and gone through.
Or is it out of bounds?
It's out of bounds, you're right, Salvo. Good catch. So Barrett for the Crocs will take a kick out from deep in the back pocket. Has to come on his line. Umpire Matty's having none of that. Now he's good to go. As Barrett sends that ball Down to the outer wing. Mozzo well placed for the Roos. Comes away with it. Beats 2 Crocs. Woodie tries to flick it onto him. Mozzo still fighting hard. Can't quite pick it up, but the Roos are still there at the ground. Evades a tackle there. A good handball back out to the helping player. Switch kick is on. Yarn
Beautiful
out there.
vision.
The goal kicker Yarn there. Acting like he's going to go for a shot, but he's a bit too far, and he's fooled them all, and he's found a lead play. No, he's just missed his mark there, but the Roos are still there at the ground. The Crocs now have the outnumber, so they should be able to work this out, although the Roos are fighting hard. The Roos have won it at the ground, and handball out to the middle. Yarn is there, but again, the Crocs just a little bit too good there out of defense.
Yeah, good individual effort there from the Munich player. Unfortunately, didn't have the numbers there to back it up.
Absolutely, as they find Vaxelair. So Vaxelair there. Now push it out to the centre square. High ball there for Bollmeyer, but a great contested mark there in front of Bollmeyer. That's not an easy thing to do.
Yeah, something you don't see every day. Someone out marking Bollmeyer.
Absolutely. Well done there by the Roos as he runs an arc and gets around Bollmeyer and sends that deep into the forward line, but it is all Crocs. There were 2 of them there who could have taken it. In the end, number 39, Franklin, takes that mark and the clearing kick out to his leading man out there in McKenna, the coach. Next player is on. Westwood can't quite get their diving mark, and now there's 2 Roos there, but Westwood does extremely well to hold that up as Coach McKenna comes in to back him up. Good result in the end after a dropped kick there to lock that up with the outnumber that Berlin didn't have there.
Yeah, good desperation there by Westwood. Did a good job to convert it into a stoppage when he didn't have the advantage.
So it's foul. The ruckman can't get that ball down. Woodsy's there as well. And he's been held off the ball by Westwood, so there'll be a free kick there to Mark Woods. He'll send that ball forward. And it's a good lead and a good mark taken in front. Well done, the Roos. That was a great setup play. And the mark's been taken by 19 out there. Almost directly in front. Only about 25, 30 metres out he'll kick from, I think. Well within his range, and a good opportunity here for the Roos to add some scoreboard pressure now on the Crocs and eat away at this 2-goal lead. A relaxed approach, a high, long kick, and that is good. That is through for Munich's second goal. They're 2-1-13, trailing the Crocs 3-1-19. One straight kick in it with just under 6 minutes remaining in this first half.
Yeah, I think it was very good work there from the Munich guys. I think it maybe had a few half chances, but just being able to convert that chance to be able to have a free kick inside 15 was an excellent lead.
Absolutely.
Nevertheless, the Berlin defender didn't make it easy, but it was good that he was able to grab the mark and be able to convert it. So
yeah, absolutely. They've had 2 set shots and they've made them both. So, as I say, conversion is key for the Roos. So we're back underway. No clear winner from this ruck. Fowler off the ground. But Munich at first the ball. I just overrun it there. But a good desperate lunge there by Munich. But the Crocs do have the outnumber. Hughes at the bottom of that pack. All wrapped up. We'll have a ball up on the far wing. As Walter gets ready to get us back underway. Good bodywork by Fowler, but again, a great win by the Munich ruckman. But it is Hughes who comes away with it for Berlin. Quick kick forward, but playing in front, the Munich defender. Great decision, great smart play.
Great intercept mark there.
As he sends it out to the wing. He's found their ruckman out there. Free, and he'll launch that ball to the tip of the arc for Munich. Well defended there by Berlin. And number 11, Barrett gets that clearing kick down the line to Bollmeyer. No, that wasn't Bollmeyer there. It was the Coach McKenna. And Dave Coupin there, number 66 in support, but that has gone out.
Seems like there's been a push in the back here.
It has, yeah. So just a push over the line right in the middle of the back. Can't do that. So the ruckman there for Munich will get a free kick.
Been having a great day, the ruckman from Munich. He's been winning all the taps. So I think if they can start to use that to their advantage, they might be able to get and hit the lead.
Absolutely. He's got a lovely kick on him, and he's found a lean play just too high for him, and well defended by Berlin. A good spoil out of bounds, so we'll have a ball up on the forward wing for Munich. And the lovely surrounds here at Feuerbach, the nice green trees in the background, a beautiful field set up by the people at Sportvereinigung Feuerbach. Boris and his team of robots doing a fantastic job with the field.
Yeah, great to have their support on board.
And again, the Munich ruckman wins that tap and straight to Roo this time. And good hands out to Jan, but he can't quite get the hands out clean into Woods. Woods gets the hands back out. Moz is tracking now for the Roos. He's got time now. He'll have a look. He'll have a snap into the forward pocket. Oh, he's just gone over the head of the Roos. Everyone's fallen over, and that ball's trickled through for a behind. Almost a half chance there for the Roos. Resulted in just a single behind.
Yeah, not sure if he was going for goal there or for looking for a player, but either way, yeah, could have half chance, could have resulted in a goal.
It was a good build-up, a good chain of handballs to get that kick in as Berlin now clear the arc all the way to the centre circle now. It's on the ground there. The Roos can't quite pick it up, and now Mozza does. Got a handball there forward to the ruckman. Handball out wide. He's got to run it. It's just missed him there. Getting tackled now, the Roos. Vieri in support for the Roos as well. Jan coming up to meet it. There has been a whistle blown and has been holding the ball. And a bit of argy-bargy maybe. But the free kick has been given to Berlin, and the Crocs should not, the Roos should not give away a 25-metre penalty. As Hughes, again, has been involved in everything. Fantastic effort from the young man today. Already with 2 goals on the board.
Yeah, both ends of the field. He's everywhere, isn't he?
And almost a diving mark by Coach McKenna. Can't quite hang on to it. As Jan involved now for the Roos and Mozza. Great 1-2 handball now. Mozza, the long kick into the forward line. It was a well-placed kick, but there has been a push-out called and has been a free kick to Munich. Here's a free kick to Munich right at the edge of the arc, directly in front for a push-out there in the marking contest. So we'll have a direct kick out here about 2 minutes to go in this last quarter.
Yeah, this could be a chance for another goal. We'll see.
He's about 35 meters out when he'll kick, I think. It's a good-looking ball. It's a long ball. It's a straight ball. It is through.
Very well done by the Munich player. Those are the chances that they have to use if they want to beat the Berlin guys.
Absolutely. And there's been a bit of a dominance here late in this first half. And now Munich lead by a single point, 3-2-20. The Berlin Crocs trailing 3-1-19 by a solitary point. And again, that dominance in their forward half by Munich. They're working on the dominance from their ruckman, and they're pushing that ball forward. It's been great to see. As we've got about 1:30 left in this first half. Let's see if the Roos can hold on to this slight advantage. But the Crocs get a good handball out Westwood involved. Foul. The ruckman just launches that torpedo style into the forward line. It's clear. It's gone out the back. Ballmeyer's picked it up, and he snapped it on the right. And that is trickled through for a behind. Ballmeyer getting another behind here. So goalless so far in this match is Josh Ballmeyer. Munich desperately defending. But we are all tied up with a minute to go. 3-2 apiece.
Yeah, I think it shows on the scoreboard that Ballmeyer's been a bit quiet, hasn't it?
Absolutely. He's been up the ground and working and setting up a few goals, but he hasn't kicked one himself just yet. Again, props to the Munich defence. As the Crocs do get out of their defensive line now with a couple of marks and a good mark taken there by Franklin. Good intercept mark there, so Berlin will look to launch another attack with 30 seconds remaining. They're going to have to be quick about it. Directly down the line, a big pack form, no one can take the mark. Bit of a kick along the ground, but wrapped up and unfortunately holding the ball's been called there, so we'll have a ball up. Just couldn't get it away in time.
Yeah, Harold, a bit unlucky there. He was ready to go.
He was ready for it. Again, Munich dominating the ruck. Quick kick off the round by the Roos in front of Mark Woods. Again, another soccer off the ground, gaining about 20-30 metres. As time is trickling down, and Berlin intercepts this ball. But there has been a holding the ball called, so it's a Munich free kick. It'll be a Mark Woods it'll be a free kick there for, I think that's also his first game, the man with the ball currently. Or his second game, it should be. First was against the Roos. Whistle has been called. Something's gone on up the field. No, it has been called half-time. Happened as the ball was in flight, so no mark paid.
Unfortunate. Yeah, it looked like he marked the ball there and then he would have had a set shot on goal.
Absolutely. Definitely within range for the forward there. So at half-time, we are all tied up 3-2-20 apiece. It's been a hot contest earlier. Fred, how have you seen it?
Yeah, an amazing quarter. They're definitely eye to eye, and they both won it. It's a brutal game. They tackle each other very hard, and especially by the diving marks that we've seen so far, they both won it really badly. Because, yeah, like Luke said, it's both are the best teams in Germany, and yeah, it's not only about the game; it's probably a little bit about their honor, right?
Yeah, exactly. Definitely, pride is coming to the forefront, and as I mentioned off the top, both these teams are undefeated so far in 2024. So unless this draw continues, this will change for one of them. So it'll be a first loss for one of these teams, unless something unique happens here and a draw happens. So. We'll see what happens in the second half. But Salvo, was there anything that you saw that maybe Munich were doing better than the Crocs were late in that second half? Because Berlin got out to a 12-point lead at one point, but then the Kangaroos sort of fought back.
Yeah, I think the Roos just managed to get a bit of composure in the defence line. Also, they weren't really switched on from the very first second, conceding a goal in the first 20 seconds. So I think they just composed themselves a little bit, got back to basics, and just stayed in the contest. Every time they were around the ball, they had numbers. It was never easy for Berlin to be able to get forward and link up a few passes. So I think the key for Munich was in the half-back line, where they were able to create a few intercepts and things like that. So that's keeping them in the game.
So it's half-time here in the grand final rematch at Stuttgart. It is 3-2 apiece, Munich and Berlin. A hard-fought game so far, and they're all tied up. Can't really separate them at this point. This is our halftime review, halftime panel, brought to you by our major sponsor, Rosknecht, Steamish Bester Beer. Grab a Giant IPA if you ever see one around. It's beautiful stuff. Salvo, Fred, this has been a tough contest. Who is going to get the advantage here, and how are they going to do it? Because right now it just seems like it's right down the line, for both these teams. They're both in a great spot.
Yeah, it's a well hard fought battle, isn't it? Both even on the scoreboard, even amount of chances had. It's going to take probably some individual efforts to really separate these two teams. So I can imagine that it's going to come from the middle. It might come down to fitness in this second half now. Let's see. But it will take some individual efforts to break free from this hard fought contest in the middle to be able to get let's say a free target inside the forward 50, be able to get some set shot goals.
Yeah, absolutely. Like you say, fitness is going to definitely play a factor. This is the second game for both of these teams. They've already played Stuttgart each, so they've already got some minutes in the legs. So it's really going to come down to who can run this game out the best and take advantage of those opportunities, like you say. Fred, what have you seen so far from Munich? How have they held Berlin, this rampaging Berlin team that has been undefeated in 2023? How have they held them to only 20 points in this first half?
It's very hard to say. I mean, it's amazing to watch a draw in a quarter. You see that very rarely. Who's gonna win? It's very hard to say. Probably very reluctant on luck. Maybe also on fitness. I mean, there today it wasn't too hot, or it isn't too hot, and I think the one that wins will be the one that will be able to score the goals and not the behinds like we saw in the first quarter.
Yeah, absolutely. Accuracy is going to play a factor.
Yeah, the accuracy will be probably one of the most exciting factors. What do you call it?
The point of difference, really, the X factor is what it's going to be. If the forwards,
deciding factor.
The deciding factor, absolutely. If the forwards for Berlin can get onto their goal kicking, they missed a few. Maybe they probably could have kicked. The same with the Roos. There's a few scrap kicks forward they could have done better. But as you said, like the intensity around both these teams is top notch. This is by far the best game of AFLG I've seen so far this year. And it's really proving why these two teams made it to the 2023 grand final and why they're looking like they're on track with the performance they're putting on today. As I said, they've undefeated. Both these teams are undefeated this year so far. So it's going to change for one of them if it's not a draw. So it's going to be a hard fought contest. What do we want to see as we're close to getting restarted here in the second half? Salvo, what are you wanting to see from Berlin moving forward?
Yeah, I think it would be great to see a bit more of what we saw in their game against the Giants, where they were able to link up a few kicks down the field, down the wing, very quick ball movement, clean ball usage, and be able to get that lead that they've been looking for from Ballmeyer inside the forward arc. So I think if they can get back to what they do best and be able to link up some of those kicks, I think that they'll find themselves being able to get a little bit of an advantage over Munich.
Absolutely, and Fred, from the Munich perspective, I guess what are you looking for? Like they're already doing pretty well out of the middle. They've got Mark Woods and Mosler there, really helping get that ball forward, and they've got the dominance of the ruckman. So what can they be doing? What are you looking for in the second half after that?
Well, I really hope that I see from Munich the controlling game that it did in the first half, like being able to not let Berlin move around too much. Also isolating Ballmeyer. We've seen that he wasn't too involved in the first quarter.
Kept goalless, yeah.
Exactly, and that's probably going to be also a very deciding factor. But we will see.
Absolutely.
Hopefully it's going to be just as exciting as the first half.
I reckon so. We've got 20 minutes remaining of the grand final rematch to AFLG Round 3 2024. It's Berlin versus Munich. We're about to get ready for the first ball up. Umpire Matty about to get us back underway here in the second half of the grand final rematch. The loudest whistle in Europe. As it goes up. No clear winner from the ruck, but the Munich ruckman comes away with it kind of easily there in the end. No mark taken, But there has been a whistle called. Advantage has been called, unfortunately, for the Roos. And now holding the ball. An unfortunate passage of play there by the Roos.
That's very upsetting. They'll be very unhappy about that.
Yeah, they had a chance there, but now Berlin is on the attack. Fowler, the ruckman, taking a mark in the middle of the ground. And he's booming right boot. Gets it right into forward line. And Bollmeyer, a fantastic mark overhead. Got his player under the ball. Took it cleanly with two hands, almost directly in front, about 20 meters.
Yeah, just like in the first quarter, we saw that Berlin is just quicker on the ball, quicker on the game. They're just bang, off.
Yeah.
And you can see that Josh is now kicking. Is he going to kick a goal or is he going to kick it behind?
He's kicked a goal here for his first goal.
Very well. Also, first goal of the day. Yeah. Munich has to come up now if they want to win it.
Absolutely. Just conferring there with the goal umpires, making sure it is a goal. It has been all cleared. And yeah, that is Bollmeyer's first goal of the match. And that's the last thing Munich would be for Bollmeyer to get a bit of confidence. They want to keep him locked up and away from the goals.
Yeah, and I think that's what Berlin does best. They transition very fast there, a few clean marks, and found a clean lead from Bollmeyer and was able to convert.
Absolutely. So
I think
Bollmeyer,
Munich will be a bit frustrated with that because the call from the umpire.
absolutely, yeah. They had the free kick and unfortunately couldn't take advantage of it as Berlin get a kick out from the ruck. But it's in contention there. No real clear winners. I think Roos are trying to come away with it. They do get a clearing kick out. Good hands up to Woodsy, but
Great
can't quite
diving
take
handball.
it. And maybe in the back there, it is high. It's a high free kick, so the Roos will get a free kick out of this, and they'll be able to push into their forward line now.
Just shows the desperation of the players and how important this game is to win.
Absolutely, as the Roos go long now down the line, looking for a leading mark. Can't quite get their offhands. Kick just affected there by the tackle. There has been a whistle called. It has been holding the ball, so incorrect disposal there.
Looked like the Munich player tackled below the knees, so I think that's what the free kick was called for.
Good eye, Salvo. Below the knees, free kick, and a good mark taken out there by Coach McKenna. Fantastic on the lead. Helping out his defense, getting that clearing ball as he goes down the line to the opposite wing. Oh, Bollmeyer, heavy mark there. That was fantastic in front of his player. Came down strong with it. And he's straight back up, is Bollmeyer, and centering the ball into the dangerous position. He's seen someone he likes, and it is the ruckman Fowler, the tall man there, taking the mark right on the 35-meter arc. So he'll kick from about 40, slight angle. Looks like he's definitely going for his opportunity here.
What do you think, Luke? Does he have the distance?
Well, he's got a booming right foot. We've seen him out of the ruck kick it really far, so I'm confident in him making it. It's the accuracy for me, if he can get that going, and it looks like he has. Ruckman Fowler kicking his first goal of the match. A fantastic effort there by the big man.
Yeah, very well done by the Berlin players. They gain confidence, like you said, Luke. Also, Josh gained much confidence. We didn't saw on the video, but the the hard mark that he did. Probably those actions are the ones that will win them their games. If
Absolutely.
They win.
Yeah, that goal happened without that lead-up mark from Bollmeyer out 50 metres from home, and a good centering ball to his ruckman. And now the Berlin Crocs, in the space of 3.5 minutes, have spread out to a 12-point lead, as again Munich win that tap out. And they do get to the crumb of the ball, and a quick snap kick out to the forward 35. But Berlin is leading there. There's one Croc amongst three Roos, and surprise, surprise, it's Westwood. And he's got the hands out now, a clearing kick down to the other end of the ground, but is intercepted by the Roos there. Good intercept mark. Kick out to the wing, switch to Woodsy. Hasn't reached him, but the bounce has favoured him as Hughes is chasing him down. Can't quite get onto him. Westwood is there as well, affecting the handball. Woodsy still has it in his possession though. Scrap kick forward. No mark taken. Crocs do have it. A fake there, a bit of a candy sell.
Sold some candy. Loved it.
And then, a great smother there by the Roos. The forward pressure really shining through there. And the ball will trickle out over the line for a ball up.
I think Munich will be really happy with their forward pressure there to be able to lock the ball in. That's where Berlin have been quite dangerous off the half back.
Absolutely.
Oh, but it looks like it's gone for a free kick towards Berlin.
I think it bounced off a foot of a Munich player, I think, was the issue there. So
bit unlucky for the Munich team.
Super unlucky. Unfortunately, they had a good 4-a forward and a good mark taken. Oh, no, he's out of bounds there, so will be a ball up in front of the Munich interchange. This foul, the ruckman comes down to compete in this contest. But the leap of the Munich ruckman has been hard to beat. And a good tap there, but again, it's straight to a Croc. Although the Munich ruckman does try his best there, but Coach McKenna comes away with it for Berlin. Down the line, Hughes and Bollmeyer there. Bollmeyer, a classic Carlton-esque slap into the forward line. Hughes tracks it down, tackles a Roo player, hands back out towards Bollmeyer. Nice collect. Good hands over the top to the young man Hughes. Can he collect? He can on the left boot. Soccer along the ground almost, and has gone through for a goal. The young man Hughes kicks his third.
Great game from Hughes today. Also in such a high pressure situation to be able to convert there. Looked like the Munich guys, they lost a bit of their defensive structure there. Berlin were able to get in behind him with a couple of free players. So I think it was very good forward pressure from the Berlin guys there to be able to lock it in there and take advantage.
Yeah, it looks like Berlin is getting the upper hand. I mean, they're 18 points in front. If Munich wants to get close to that again, they really have to concentrate and really have to get into it again.
Absolutely. They need to really finish off their work. They had a lot of forward pressure. Let's see if they can continue that trend. As again, Munich Ruckman wins that tap. Good hands out by the Roos. Couple of quick handball chains. Jan for Munich gets that ball into the forward line. It's inside the 35. The bounce beats the Roos, though. Great tackle, though, and a soccer off the ground, but I think that was Vieri, but I think holding the ball has been called, and it is a free kick to the Roos. So this is a great opportunity for the Roos to fight back against this lead, try to reduce this margin.
Definitely within range here. He had a similar shot on goal in the first half, so let's see if he can take advantage of it. Great forward pressure from the Munich team to be able to lock it in there and convert a 50-50 situation into a shot on goal.
Absolutely. He'll be about, I want to say 30 metres when he kicks this. He's on about a 45-degree angle, so not too tricky of a shot, absolutely, as you say, Salvo. Well within his repertoire. He's done it before today already. And a desperately needed goal here for Munich, if he can convert here. His team is 18 points down. 3 goals. Can he get them within 2? Set sail, and that has gone
And he
through.
has.
Fantastic.
Such an important goal for Munich, especially when Berlin have had all the momentum. Great to be able to break that streak of 3 goals and be able to reduce it now just to only 2 goals with 12 minutes remaining.
Plenty of time.
Very well done by Munich. This must be a very good boost for confidence. So yeah, now it's definitely going to be more contested.
Absolutely. Berlin jumped out of the blocks there first 5 minutes, kicking the first 3 goals. Munich fighting back now. And Munich aren't looking downtrodden. They are keeping their heads up and they are actively hunting this ball. So let's see if they continue that. As again, the Munich Ruckman gets up high, but Fowler from Berlin does manage a clearing kick out there. Moser for the Roos leading back in front of McKenna. Bollmeyer comes up to meet the ball. Still Moser there leading at the front, but the ball sits up behind everyone, and then a clearing kick by the Munich defender. Down to the centre. It's an outnumber for the Crocs. Good contest there by Westwood for the Crocs there, but but Munich players coming in and wrapping that ball up as there is a Roo down after that tough contest. Looking very sore. The umpire will call time off just as we sort out, see if this player is okay, if he can come off with his own volition. I think that's Jan for Munich there.
Yeah, it looked like he got hit in the back. Hopefully it's nothing too bad, but as we can see, he can at least jog. Maybe it just needs some time off.
Yeah, absolutely. It's looking good that he's running off on his own accord. It's great to see. He's been very important for them, has Jan.
Yeah, all the players putting their bodies on the line as well in the last 10 minutes of this game.
Absolutely. This is season shaping, this game. Whoever wins this will be very well set up at round 3. To be undefeated after 3 rounds is a fantastic effort, so we'll see who can come away with this. As again, Munich get the tap, but it's straight to Westwood for the Crocs. As Bollmeyer and Hughes are out there. Bollmeyer's got the ball there, centering ball. He's just missed his player. The bounce is favoured, number 1 there. Nelson over to number 9, Fowler, the Ruckman. Back to Westwood. Westwood out wide to Nelson.
Plenty of desperation by the Munich defenders here.
It's
They've got the
fantastic.
numbers
Look
and
at
they've been
that.
able to lock
3
it in.
Roos.
Fantastic defending from the Munich players.
Absolutely. Really led there by Moser back there, who's the assistant coach of the women's national team here in Germany. Bollmeyer in the ruck now. Wins this tap, goes straight to one of the Crocs there. Couldn't see the number. Oh, almost a mark there by McKenna, but he is pushed in the back. No call there. Play on
Dropped
his
an
called.
absolute sitter.
Absolutely. He'll be disappointed with that one, will the coach. But it still comes out. And the goal has been kicked, and he is up and about. His number, I think that was number 1, Nelson. Up and about after that kick.
There was a very fluent, very wide defense from Munich, but still Berlin managed to get that in. And yeah, that's probably the balls that will decide this game. Well, we will see.
Absolutely.
Yeah, you could see how much it meant to the Berlin players kicking that goal. I think they were able to keep it inside their forward arc, and they may have even had a few opportunities before this goal to kick one. So great effort there to take use of the crumbs and be able to kick it. Also on not an easy angle.
No, it was a very scrap kick. Like, it was quick, no time to think, and he got boot to ball very quick. And that was actually number 31, Matt Hanlon, kicking that goal. He's second of the match. So
now Berlin have got their lead out again to 3 goals with less than 10 minutes remaining. This will be very tough now for Munich. Let's see how they respond.
Absolutely. And they've been defending with great gusto. So they do have some ascendancy here if they can get their hands on the ball and they get their forwards involved in the game. No clear handballs out yet. Still on the ground. The Munich do come over. Good handball forward. Vieri's running onto it. Confronted by a Croc who does come away with the handball out to space. But it is the Roos at the front first. Westwood a good bump there and a good tackle and locking that ball up. Well done by Westwood. And there'll be a ball up in Munich forward half of the centre square. Fowler, the ruckman, puts his hand up for the Crocs. And the Roos ruckman still the same. Good tap down straight to his player there and a good clearing kick out. Good quick hands as well, up, and the ball goes high to the forward line. Who is there for the Roos? Who can take a mark? And the mark has been taken, again by the goal kicker, the only goal kicker this quarter. He's taking a fantastic mark there on the lead.
Huge mark from Munich.
It was a very high ball. That's a finger breaker if I've ever seen one, but he took that cleanly. And he's only about 10 metres out, but it's a sharp angle. Let's see what he can do here.
Might go around the corner, let's see. He does.
And it's just cleared. It's a goal.
It's a goal.
Very well done by Munich.
That was it was a very low snap. It just cleared the fingertips of the Roos defenders. But it's there. They are 5-2-32, trailing the Berlin Crocs 7-2-44. 2 goals in it.
Much needed goal from Munich. Now they've still got a bit of time on the clock. A 2-goal deficit is definitely doable in this amount of time remaining.
Absolutely. The old Lee Matthews adage, a goal a minute. They can easily kick 8 goals here. So back in the middle, umpire Matty doing a beautiful job there. Fowler this time getting the bodywork and getting a tap out. But to no one in particular. The Roos come away with a quick handball out. And now the chase on. Good chase down tackle there from Vieri, but the Crocs do get a kick out. Almost mark there to McKenna. Great kick forward still by the Crocs. They're pushing it forward. No mark there taken by Pierre. But he does follow it up. He's confronted by 2 Crocs. Bollmeyer's in the area. He does a clean pickup for the big man. But he's tackled by about 3 Roos. And the Roos do come away with that.
They swarmed him.
They were onto him immediately. They're not giving him any space, which is key to why they're still in this match.
Yeah, the Roos know the danger of Bollmeyer, and they by now understood that they have to go onto him with at least 2 guys.
Exactly. There's a mark taking the forward line and the play on a great
smother.
smother.
It's been smothered.
Oh, that was unfortunate.
They were away there.
He had the mark of the 35. He should have gone back for his set shot there. Played on though and got caught, but a great intercept mark by the ruckman there in front of Fowler.
Looks like Berlin have got all their numbers back.
It's a long kick to their forward, the only goal kicker for Munich in this half. But he can't get onto it, and the ball is trickling over the line as we see the Stuttgart ladies warming up in the background.
Yeah, interesting result here. I think Munich will be quite hopeful here to be able to make something out of this stoppage situation. A quick kick out from the stoppage could result in a goal here.
Absolutely. Munich really have to push here now. They've locked into their forward half. They need to get some results here. As Mark Woods is in about this ball now. Good attack by the ruckman. Goes to Hughes. He's just kicked it out, but it's only Taru, but a good tackle there. Arms appealing for the holding the ball, and he does receive it. It's number 31 there, Matt Hanlon, the goal kicker. Kick 2 today, and he's doing his work also in the back line. And he's seen something he likes in the middle. Found a free player. Young Hughes is on his own. He has a paddock, and he is running
time
down
for
the
a
wing.
bounce.
The first bounce of the day by my count. And
That
a long
is a
kick.
huge kick.
Oh, one behind. That was an opportunity going begging there for the Crocs. The young man Hughes out in the wing on his own.
If that had gone through, it would have been game over for sure.
Absolutely.
Munich still within a chance here.
Now, however, that might be a golden point scenario. They're now 13 points ahead. So it might still be a useful score for Berlin as there's another intercept mark taken there by Hanlon, who's played a hell of a game today. And just telling his team they need to slow it down. They have the score advantage. They just need to take a couple of marks, is what he's saying. And he does exactly that and finds Fowler out in the wing. And Fowler taking all his allotted time, which is a very smart thing to do. He's about 40 metres out, but he's taking his allotted set shot time.
Yeah, smart move here.
Exactly.
Winding down the clock is going to make it really difficult to get 3 scores with 5 minutes to go.
Absolutely. As Fowler sets sail, doesn't go for goal, pops up to the top of the square, but a good inset mark there taken by the Roos. Now they need to launch off half back. Time is now of the essence. 5
They're going to have
minutes
to go
now.
quick here.
Good mark out taken there by number 8. It's Pierre for Berlin mans the mark. There's another kick up forward for the Roos. They've made their way almost to the centre wing there, commentary side. Short kick inside. Good mark taken there. They're methodically working their way here. The switch is on now. Munich have got some time and space, and the play on is on. Hands over the top. The 1-2 is on with the ruckman there. He's running hard.
Beautiful build-up play here from Munich.
And a
Can they
great
get the mark?
lead.
Oh, fantastic.
Well done.
Fantastic lead there. This is, again, the same goal kicker who's already kicked 2 in this half, looking for his 3rd of the half to get them back within 7 points.
Beautiful build-up play there from Munich. They were able to chip the ball around, keep possession, find a free man.
Oh,
And here we
there's a
go.
short
Here's
kick
another
on,
kick.
Just centering it all. The distance is the same, but the angle is much improved. Very unselfish play. A good team play there by the Roos.
Very composed build-up as well. They know they don't have much time left on the clock, but they just took their time. Were very efficient with their ball movement. Now they got a shot on goal.
Absolutely, as the young man set sail. It's a high, long, beautiful-looking kick. What has it done? There's offline.
Just behind.
So we're back to a straight 2-goal difference.
Yeah, unfortunate they couldn't capitalise there on their opportunity. That needed to be a goal to really put some pressure on Berlin.
Absolutely, and they need to look at their rotations now. They have both Woodsy and Moser off on the bench. They might need to get both of those on, some of their best players.
Yeah, and in 4 minutes a lot can happen, but 2 goals. They have to score it, and they have to score it quickly.
Absolutely, it's a good defensive effort there by the Roos to get that ball, and as Moser does get back on the field.
Yeah, they'll need him in and around the contest.
He was one of their best in the grand final loss last year, so they'll want the best out of him today. Tap goes almost directly to him, but it goes short into the front. But Moser does end up getting it, immediately having an effect. And that ball goes long inside the 50, just to the top of the arc. Well met by the Roos forward.
Sell
Stops
some
props.
candy.
Oh, my God, that was brilliant. Can't quite get the kick away, partially smothered, but the Roos still have possession. He's gone back for another swipe at it. And now they've got a long kick from about 40 metres. That's gone across the face of goal. That'll be out of bounds. And that'll be a ball up deep in their forward pocket for the Roos.
Yeah, another opportunity gone begging here for the Roos. They're doing really, really well to keep the ball in their forward half of the field. They're really bringing the pressure to Berlin. It looks like Berlin don't really have an answer at the moment, but they do have the lead, so I think they will just be looking to wind down the clock here.
I'm pretty sure Berlin is playing on the lead, and since the Munich guys now somewhat wasted 2 chances, they have to hurry.
Yeah, absolutely. There was a scrap kick out of that contest, and it's gone through for another behind. So they've now got it underneath 2 goals. With 2.5 minutes remaining, it is 11 points. 2 goals is required from Munich. They need to man up, get that zone going, and lock this ball in their forward half.
What was your Lee Matthews comment? 2 goals in 2 minutes?
A goal a minute is the equation here, and they're well within that, the Roos. There's a long kick from Berlin, just going for space here, going for territory. Almost a mark there, taken by the Crocs, but through hands. Now the halfback for the Roos has come up. He's breaking a few tackles.
Huge fend off.
And now Moser involved again. Can't quite collect the ball, but it's down there on the boundary line in their forward half. Kick back up, not 15. Play on is called by the umpire. The ball trickles out over the line. So Moser's come on, had direct impact in a couple of contests here, and they are really pushing now the Roos. Under 2 minutes now, but they are locking in their forward half. 11 points of difference. This is living up to be what we expected from the grand final rematch. It is a tight contest. As again, the Roos show their dominance in the ruck, but the Crocs are first. The ball, Matt Hanlon there, tackled heavily for the Crocs.
Yeah, I think Berlin will be pretty happy with this sort of work. They'll contest after contest, stoppage after stoppage. I think they'll just be looking to ride this one out now.
Absolutely. That's Matt Hanlon, a bit ginger there, getting up. That was a heavy hit. He looks like he's all right, and he'll continue on. His umpire, Matty, in the Giants shorts, throwing this ball back up. Fowler, good equalisation there in the ruck. But it has gone Roos' way, but the Crocs do get it, but huge tackle there, but it'll be a ball up. Just called before the ball popped free. Again, Matt Hanlon at the bottom of that.
And that's obviously to the advantage of Berlin. As long
A quick kick out of the ruck. Sorry, Fred, to interrupt. It's gone right to the forward line. The bounce has beaten everyone. There's a Munich player there. He's just got the hands out to Moser. Hands back out to the goal kicker again. Back to Moser. Moser with the flying shot with his right boot. And that's a goal.
And he scored it.
very well done.
Moser has kicked the goal. 50 seconds remaining on our clock. 5 points the difference. Moser, again, getting involved in a couple of handballs there and finish off beautifully on that right foot.
Not an easy finish there from the pocket
Not
with a
at
snap. But it looks like he's been practicing those ones at training. He didn't look too phased to have the shot.
No, absolutely. And there's a lot of pressure around as well, and he still stayed composed and got that ball. And he's been involved in a few 4A forwards in the last 3 minutes, pushing his team there and finally getting the reward there. And now we have about 30, 40 seconds left.
Might be a bit of time added on here. Let's see.
I reckon so, after a few injuries have already happened. So stay tuned. There's only 5 points in this one straight kick. Westwood again for Berlin, get in there, but he's handballed it straight to Moser. Moser kicks that forward, partially smothered though. It's still up in the centre circle, and the Crocs are swarming there and not landing that as Fowler and Hanlon bring down the Munich ruckman, and we'll have another stoppage here. 5 points of difference. Munich really need a quick clearing kick from this stoppage.
Berlin feeling the pressure, a lot of desperation for them as well.
Absolutely. Mozo again getting involved, tackling straight away. And you can see the halfbacks for Munich are pushing right up on the right of screen. They are pushing for this ball. They want this ball. They know they need to push to win it. Straight to Mozo again from the tap. Can't get clear. Good tackle by Berlin. Westwood's involved again, but Jan from Munich evades
Breaks
2,
free.
3.
Excellent. Mozo
Hands
gets
to
the kick.
Mozo. Mozo forward kick. It's gone to the forward line. Can there be a mark? Oh, it's a saving mark by Berlin. Wow.
Unbelievable contested mark.
That's a game-saving mark right there. Needed to take that. Ball goes back into the middle. The coach McKenna there has got it. Foul, the ruckman involved. Munich is fighting hard. Another kick forward by Munich. Is there a flyer here? There's a whistle being called. And that is time.
That's time.
That's time. That is it. Right down
Wow.
to the wire.
Unbelievable.
Berlin escape with a 5-point victory over their very modern arch rivals, the Kangaroos. 6-4-40 the Roos, defeated by the Crocs 7-3-45. The grand final rematch here in Stuttgart, round 3 of the AFLG. That was an incredible end to that match, Salvo. That last foray forward, that saving mark from the Berlin fullback, that was incredible.
Unbelievable forward pressure from Munich as well. I mean, the ball didn't go into the Berlin forward half for the last 2.5 minutes, so Munich were really, really pushing. They gave it absolutely everything. And coming down to a 50-50 challenge at the end there for Berlin to get that contested mark reminds me of some of the grand finals that happened in Australia with a winning mark within the last couple of seconds. So excellent work there to Berlin to be able to hold on and to be able to grind that one out with a rampage and effort from the Munich team to push forward within the last few minutes.
Absolutely, that was a hell of a contest, Fred. How did you see that? It was desperation by the Roos for the last 10 minutes of that match. They really owned that ball.
Yeah, the Berlin guys just got very, very lucky. Like the 3 clear shot on goals that the Munich guys had, they should at least have scored 1 goal, because that was a game deciding factor. And the last save, the last mark from the Berlin guy directly in front of their goal. If the Munich guy would have had it, they would have won.
Even if he had dropped the mark and gone to ground, it would have been danger, and then the Roos would have had a chance at ground level. So he really had to take that mark.
Exactly. And yeah, as you can see, the Berlin guys may be undefeated since what now?
Since 2023 at least. I haven't gone back to 2022, but at least last year they were
Since more than
undefeated.
a year, you can see that they are beatable. That they can feel the pressure. That also they can. How do you put it? They can get desperate.
Yeah, exactly, and they can make mistakes and they can
Exactly.
get found out. So the Munich played fantastic today. That is the best game I've seen them play. Absolutely, I've seen them a few times in the last year. And Berlin were no pushovers. They still played well, but like you said, Fred, Munich, the pressure they were putting on really showed and really put that pressure on Berlin, and they made the mistakes, and Munich took the chances when they could. Unfortunately, a few that they let slip, so they couldn't quite finish off in the end.
Yeah, I think you also still have to give a lot of credit to Berlin. I mean, they are the best team in the competition, and it looked like they knew exactly what they were doing in the last 5 minutes of that game. They knew they had the lead. They knew that they just had to wind down the clock a little bit. So it didn't look like that they were two-phased. And I think probably after Moza kicked that last goal from the pocket, probably then they started to really feel the pressure that they might be in risk of losing. But they did manage to keep it all together. And I think their defensive efforts were outstanding to block off all the Munich players pushing forward to try and score a goal.
Absolutely. And what is interesting, obviously this was a half game, a tournament-style game where they played 2 20-minute halves. Interestingly, a quirk of the AFLG 2024 season is that these two teams will meet again in 2 weeks' time on the 18th of May up in Berlin for a full game, followed by 20-minute quarters. So we saw how close it was after 40 minutes of football. Who knows what can happen in 2 weeks' time when these two teams meet again. But here in Stuttgart, it was Berlin by 5 points in the grand final rematch of 2023. Salvo, Fred, any closing words from you after this amazing match we've just seen here?
What are you doing on May the 18th?
Oh, I wish I was going to Berlin, but I think I will be in Hamburg with the Stuttgart ladies playing the Hamburg team and the Rhineland team up in Hamburg. It's going to be a great trip for our ladies to see if we can get a few wins up there in Hamburg. But, oh boy, I'd be wanting to see the full rematch on the 18th up in Berlin of these two teams.
Yeah, I think it'll be a cracking game up there in Berlin. I think it can really go anyone's way based on what we've seen today. Could just be a matter of time, a matter of fitness. Really can go anyone's way, maybe on how many players Munich decide to take up to Berlin. So I think both teams will be really on the hunt to win that game, and it could be the season deciding game, actually, who finishes on top for this season.
Absolutely.
So it will be an absolute cracker, and I think we witnessed a fantastic game today, the best that the AFL Germany has to offer. So hope to everyone watching at home that they could also enjoy that. Fred, any last words?
Yes, we saw Berlin maybe made a mistake in the last few minutes to just play on the lead that they had, that they just got a little bit, maybe a bit tired, you can say. And yeah, in 2 weeks' time, this can change definitely. Maybe Munich has a little bit more composure then, so it's going to be very hardly contested, and we'll see.
Yeah.
Hopefully it's going to be fun to watch.
Yeah, and they're definitely going to bring the fire, I think, Munich. I think they'll be stinging from this loss. They were well in this game. They'll review this match for sure, and they'll look at a lot of what they did right, and they'll know they'll be able to replicate that in 2 weeks. So it's going to be a cracking match. But that is it for the men's match here, Stuttgart versus Berlin. That is all from us here for this grand final rematch. Again, Berlin coming away with 5 points. Thank you again to Bultmann and Rosknecht, major sponsors of the Giants.